We got a windy, drizzly morning this morning. Ready to get up, Pops? About that time. We're gonna get wet out there, huh? You don't seem too eager to get out. Well, we're actually getting a decent amount of rain this morning. It was raining on and off throughout the night, but just very, very lightly. It was actually dry when I went out this morning. Now we're getting a pretty good downpour. Glad I got Hobbs out already. He's back in bed. Well, that was quite a storm that passed through. It's let up abruptly. Left us with some little streams coming through here. Not too bad at all, though. That went on all day. Be pretty soaked in here. It's actually nice and refreshing. All right, here we are coming at you from the camper van. I'm gonna step out here into the sunshine. We got another beautiful day on our hands. It's just been gorgeous out here. I think we're supposed to get up into the 70s today. I'm gonna try to explore around camp a little bit here today, just in the immediate area by foot, and then I'm gonna get on the motorcycle a little later and go up the road a little, explore some down there. So great to have that sun shining again. Right, we got Hobbs out here with us. Just gonna kind of go take a walk back in here. Get amongst the big cactus. Come on, Hobbies. So in this area we're camped in here, there are a ton of these Palo Verde trees. We've got this really pretty smooth green bark. Just love the color on those. And they typically don't get a whole lot of leaves. They can get a little small little leaf, but they have these very kind of spindly, spiky branches here that come spring they should get some leaves on there. And a lot of the prickly pear cactus, sometimes called the beaver tail cactus. And of course the big tall saguaros. There are some monsters out here. Ooh, there's some nice healthy ocotillo. I'll go check those out. Look at this one here, these dangly arms. Two very healthy ocotillo. There's quite a few ocotillo out here, but a lot of them are not green. Looks like they're dying off. Sometimes they can just go real dormant, but these guys here are super green and healthy. These get a really pretty orange bloom at the tips come springtime. Look at the dangly arms on this guy. That's probably 20 feet, if not 30 feet up. These guys are tall. I'm just noticing over here someone's little project. I don't know what this is all about. See some blocks. Ooh, I think it's a grave. Someone's pet, I'd assume. I wonder what all these bricks are for. Yeah, I bet you that's someone's pet. Something. Kind of a weird little monument. And then there's these bricks stacked here. Those are like what's used for like fireplaces and that. Kind of weird. They're all stacked up right there. If there's anything else going on out here. Come on, Hops. Here is a dead saguaro. Showed this before in a video in the past. And these big tall guys finally die off. You can see what's inside. They actually are wood in there. It's kind of like this wood surround. And then in the center, it's usually filled with this soft kind of, I don't know what you'd even call it. Soft inside that just rots away and the wood remains. Some more remnants down there. Hobbs' favorite part of the walk is the walk back. He's really kind of reluctant to really walk too far from the vans, so when we start heading back he gets all excited, picks up his pace. Here's a tall one. I'm going to set my camera down, give you a little perspective. Well, we're able to get out on the motorcycle. It is a beautiful day today, just stunning. Beautiful day to be alive, let alone out exploring. Found a neat little camp here tucked off in the bushes. I like to get out exploring in the areas I camp at for a lot of reasons, just to see the area, but I'm always taking notes of other places to camp. If I ever were to revisit the area, I'm going to have multiple places to choose from. And this is a nice little one here. Okay, let's roll. Away we go. Okay, up, up, up. Yeah, this is pretty rugged. Thought that was snow at first. Sort of calcium deposits. Oh, there's a gate. What does it say? Route ends for motorized. So you could park here and walk across. It's not locked. Maybe I'll do that. Wow. Get a view up here. Yeah, let's take another break. Stop and smell the roses. Well, I spent a good 20 minutes just hanging out here. Very peaceful. Other than a few helicopters and planes. Alright, let's do it. Oh, dead ends here. Be another camp. Look at the X. What that's for? Survey marker of some sort to be seen from the air. I guess you could land a helicopter here. Yeah, this is neat. This is back as far as you can get on this road. There is a wire fence there, livestock fence, that I could open and go through and close behind me. But it does look like the road peters out there. Well, this was well worth the exploring today. I had a great time. I'll move on to a slightly different area. And this is an open grazing land, so you see water tanks, and that's what the fencing's for. And the etiquette is when you're out on these roads on public land and there's a gate and it's not marked, do not enter. There's usually a sign that tells you, if you pass through, close the gate behind you. Yeah, you can see there's a big concrete holding tank here. So these roads are probably used mostly by the cattle ranchers that are keeping an eye on their cows, but I have not seen any cattle out here. Are they tapping into a spring? It looks like it. Yeah, there's a pump over here. Let's check this out. Yeah, you can see the pipe coming up here. There is this big main pipe here, so maybe the water source isn't actually right here, but this big main pipe is tapped into a spring or something. Maybe further up. There's another mountain up here at the base of. I don't think there's any water in there, but it looks like maybe you would pump that. That'd be a lot of work. And it goes uphill against gravity to a tank up here. Oh, maybe there's another road coming in the other side. Yeah, looks like it. Another gate. Oh no, it's just a cattle pen. No road up here. Water. That sucker is bone dry. Come up upon this when you're stranded out in the desert. There's not even any rainwater in there. We got a Twisted Tea tall can. I just noticed off in the distance there's snow on that mountain. That is a cool contrast. Snow-capped mountain up against this desert, abandoned water tank. if this concrete tank was for holding water. I'd assume so. It's got Bud Light cans in it now. Okay, it's Coors Light. It does have a concrete bottom, and there's pipe in there, so yeah, that probably was a water tank at one point. Hard to believe there's that much water out in the desert. You can see all water lines that's running around the side there. Okay, one last side trail here before we head back to camp. Oh wow. What is this? Some sort of cemetery. Let's check it out. I didn't even know this was here. Well, there is a BLM sign right here. It just states that it's a historic site to not tamper or disturb anything, but it doesn't say anything about what it's about. It's definitely a cemetery of some sorts. Concrete there. And then a structure here. And then I'm seeing a concrete cross headstone over there. And just kind of scattered all about. So all these seemingly graves. Some mining history out here, so possibly people that just died out here doing the mining thing. Yeah, some more here. Don't know if these mark actual graves. Very interesting. There's some more over here. Yeah, kind of weird. I'll do some research online when I have service, but I've found things like this before out in the middle of the desert and just not been able to find any. See, these look like actual graves. I don't want to walk on them. This could be tribal, could be a native cemetery, not sure. Yeah, there is one more sign here. It's a native cemetery. Not a whole lot of information, mainly legal stuff about not tampering with or trying to excavate any of the graves. But it does say it's a part of Native American history and culture. Well, I was not expecting to come across that cemetery out in the middle of nowhere here. I guess it's more of a grave site. Alright, I'm going to take my time, make my way back to camp. These are some of the best days out here exploring. I'm a good 20 miles out from our camp, I think, so sit back and enjoy the ride here. Oh, there's some more cows. Oh, that one scared me. I scared them too. Gotta remember, I'm out here with the cows. Oh, that was a great time out exploring. I was out for a good 4 hours. Glad I brought a little snack with me and plenty of water. Just drank all my water. Keep a 40-liter or 40-ounce Camelback in my backpack. And we are home sweet home. It's my motorcycle parking spot here. Good to be back at camp though. It's just as beautiful here as everywhere else that I explored today, so we got that going for us. Okay, we are back in the camper van here. We got Hobbs hanging out, waiting for dinner. It's coming up soon, buddy. We're gonna get you fed, then we're gonna work on our dinner. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna do a Salisbury steak. I looked up a recipe, and it looks like I've got everything for somewhat of a standard Salisbury steak recipe. I've had frozen dinner style, but gonna try to make it fresh. Kelly had some ground beef defrosted, and I had some other miscellaneous ingredients, so that is the decision. So we'll bring you along for the adventure, see how it turns out. Okay, we got our hamburger steak patties ready. Got all my seasonings mixed in there. I just keep that ground beef in the Ziploc bag I had it in the freezer, and put all the ingredients and seasoning in there and mix it inside the bag so I don't get my hands all greasy. And then to form the patties, just put it out on some parchment paper and fold it over again. That way I'm not using up a bunch of water just to wash my hands and dishes. Crumble that up and throw that in the campfire this evening. All right, so I got my pan heated up. I'm going to get those seared and browned and then pull them off, get the gravy going in that pan, and then put those back in once the gravy's ready and simmer them in the gravy until they're cooked fully through. Let's do it. I'm getting hungry. Okay, let's get some onions sliced up. Got some garlic here I'm going to get minced and use that in the gravy as well. Get our canned mushrooms opened up. Check on our, oh yeah. They're looking and smelling good. They're definitely thick. They should cook down a little though. They're holding together. Yeah, a little noisy in here. I got the fan going. I usually try to keep that running when I cook, although oftentimes when I do cooking in videos I have it turned off just because of the noise, but in real life it's usually always on. I kind of purposely designed this. It was definitely a commitment cutting a hole in the roof, but I offset it to the side. Usually people put them in the middle of their vehicle, and I wanted it closer to where my stove was going to be. And I've got the window here, so a lot of that just goes right out. Cuts down on the smell and grease collecting everywhere. I'm going to do up 2 big thick slices. We'll get the garlic diced up. Well, I worked up a little bit of an appetite out there today. Okay, there we are. We got them simmering in the gravy there. Added a little extra water to keep that gravy from getting too thick. Got it on a really low heat. I'm going to cover it and just let it kind of simmer in that gravy. It's smelling real good. I think there's much else I can do to it. Maybe a little more black pepper. Heavy with the pepper. All right. Oh yeah. Kel got the mashed potatoes mixed up. Looks like she threw in some green onions in there. Made a nice little side salad. And our main course here. Oh.
Bubba!
What's up, Hobbs?
It's just me.
Kelly's dressed up. We got a winter storm coming in.
Yeah.
75 degrees. All right, let's serve it up. Okay, I ended up with a little bit of a mountain of food here. There's a thick old patty and just mounded up there, but I'm super hungry. I got my greens.
It's like Everest over there.
Just for the storm coming in, huh? Got a heat wave coming in and she's got her coat on.
When the sun sets, it gets chilly pretty fast.
Oh, hobbies. All right, let's dig in. Let's throw that on the scale. That's probably a good 3 pounds worth of food. I hope the patty's doing good. Yeah, gravy and mushroom. Oh, it's good. I mixed mustard, spicy brown mustard, in with the ground beef.
Oh.
It's a suggestion on the internet. Canned mushrooms, be better with fresh, but...
How you make do?
And sauteed onions.
Those onions, everything smells so good.
You better sit down and eat, buddy.
I know, they need smell-o-vision.
That's a plus right here. This is a bonus. We'll do this again sometime.